Hey guys, it's Hero and today I'll be installing the clip-on handlebars on my DuKe. As you guys have been requesting an installation video for the clip-ons mod that I did on my DuKe for a long time now. So it's finally here. So I'll have my action camera on my chest so that you can see what I'm doing exactly. And then my phone over there on the tripod so it records everything else, including myself. Okay, so as I'm doing this the second time, there are a couple of things that are already done on my bike. This fairing over here is already cut. I have lowered the suspension in the front side, and this is the exact height of the front forks you'll need above the triple T clamp if you are going with the same clip-ons that I've gone with. So you'll receive these two pieces in the package. If you order these same ones that I did, I bought them from AliExpress for like 1700 I guess. And there are a couple of things that you'll need to do first in order to begin the installation process. First of all, you'll have to make holes like these ones in the handlebar for your toggle switches to grab onto. This thing over here goes inside those holes. It's present on both the sides, both the handlebars. You can just measure the distance from the end of your old stock handlebar and just drill a hole there. There will be a hole on your stock handlebar as well. So I've already removed the stock handlebar here. The clamps are also removed. So there are some cables that you'll need to reroute. The clutch cable, the throttle cable, and the front brake line as well. So my clutch cable is currently going from inside of here, and then it is coming from here and then right here underneath this piece, and here it is. This is my clutch cable, and then my throttle cable is going in right here. Then it is here. If you can see that, this is the throttle cable, and I don't know if you can see that this is the throttle cable right here, and then it meets their point where it works. And as for the brake line, I don't know if it is the stock position for this, but I think this is the stock position, but it is just a little bit twisted as the handlebar has been lowered significantly right here and then to the calipers. My bike is really dirty right now, don't mind that. Okay. Alright, so once you've rerouted all the cables, you've cut your fairing, you have brought up your front suspension, you can just proceed with the installation. And so I've got the handlebar right here in my hand. This is for the right side, as you can tell. It's got some finishing in the top, so that means it belongs to the right side. So first I'm gonna put the clutch lever inside here, if I can find it. Yeah, here is the clutch lever. So you need to loosen these bolts in order to get it out from the stock handlebar, and then just insert your clip-on in this cavity right here. And once you've done it, don't just tighten it yet. Then you'll need to place the toggle switches in your handlebar. Let me just get it right here. So like this. Just gonna make sure to insert this part of the toggle switch into the hole that you just drilled out. So I'm gonna do just that, and then place it there. Don't place the bolts yet because you need to still place the throttle grip over here. So I'm gonna take the throttle grip of my bike here, place it here, and then I'm gonna place the throttle cable right where it belongs. Okay, and then yeah, it's done. It's done. Put back the switch where it belongs. Little adjustment needed here. Yeah, got it. And now you can tighten the bolts around here. Well, you'll need to unscrew these bolts in order to get this switch out in the first place from the stock handlebar. So I'm just gonna tighten the bolts here. Okay, these are Phillips head screws, by the way. Okay, install these here and here. Make sure you tighten them perfectly or your switches are going to wiggle all the way. Okay, so if you have got some kind of lever guards, you can install them right now or maybe later if you want. So now this side of handlebar is basically complete, so I'm just gonna place it on top of the front fork here like that. Okay, it's completely done. And now you need to tighten these two bolts in order for the handlebar to actually grab the fork. Don't completely tighten them just yet, as we need to align the clip-ons first. Right? Now moving on to this left side of the handlebar. Basically the same process. First install the lever, then the toggle switches, and then the grip. So I'm just gonna do that. Okay, this way. The lever, then the switches. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna tighten it. Don't tighten the levers bolt right here yet. I'm gonna place it on top of the fork. Yes. Okay. And then I'm gonna install this grip over the handlebar. Just gonna place it there and slide it in nice and good. At this point your handlebar should look like an handlebar. I'm gonna tighten the bolts a little bit here. Only a little bit. Okay, so we've got this cable sticking out from over the clutch cable, so I'm gonna just unplug this cable from here. Let's see if I can do that. Yes, and then put it underneath the clutch cable and behind the headlight clamp, and then just gonna plug it back in. Yeah, okay. Everything is done now, and one of the most important parts of using this handlebar, of installing this handlebar, actually is aligning it properly. So I'm gonna use this point for the triple T clamp. I don't know if you can see that. You can align your handlebar in any way that you prefer. I'm just gonna use this as a reference point. Yeah, I think it's good. And you can always realign it if you want to. Okay, so in my opinion the handlebar is aligned, so I'm gonna tighten these bolts so that it clamps to the forks perfectly. And remember one thing, while you are tightening these bolts, these two bolts, don't just go one after another. You need to tighten them both simultaneously. Don't ask me why, just do it. Okay, one by one. Upper one, the lower one, then the upper one and the lower one. Yeah. See if everything's good. Okay. And one more thing guys, while you are aligning this handlebar, make sure that it is not interfering with the fairings of your bike too much, or your handlebar is not going to get locked. So I think this is the most bent position this handlebar can give me right now, because I've got this fairing part over here. So I don't suggest you go any further than this position. I'm just gonna tighten it a little bit more. Moving on to the right side, same thing, tightening the bolts simultaneously, or it is going to damage the threading inside of these bolts. It's going to ruin the threadings, man, if you do it one by one. And also it is going to reduce the strength of the clip-on to actually grab on the forks. So I'm going to tighten them simultaneously. Same thing I did on the left one. And one more thing guys, if you want to do this at home, you actually can. You just need a set of tools. Well, you can actually install this handlebar using the toolkit provided with the DuKe 250. You'll need just one Allen key and a 17 mm, what do you call it, wrench, whatever it is, because the bolts on the clamp are not going to get open from any of the Allen keys provided with the toolkit, so you'll need that. I got that Allen key from the toolkit provided with the classic 350 Royal Enfield that's standing right there. Okay, so the handlebar looks good. It's functional now. So as of now, I think we can install the meter, the instrument cluster over here. I'm gonna do that first. Place it behind the headlight clamp. Okay. So these are the stock handlebar clamp bolts, and I'm going to use the same ones because you don't really need to replace anything here. Place the instrument cluster on the same position it was before installing the clip-ons. And if you've got washers of this size, it is a good idea to place washers underneath this bolt, as it is going to provide some extra strength. I don't have any, so I'm just leaving it as it is. This does take a lot of hard work, man. And as I'm doing this all over again just for you guys, a like and a sub will be really appreciated, man, because I really didn't need to do it again. I could have just explained everything, but then I thought maybe you won't understand how it is done until it is done in front of you, so I had to do it all over again just for you guys. So this thing acts as a washer for the underneath side of the bolt for the handlebar clamp. You need to place it the exact same way you took it out, and this is the hole where the throttle cable is supposed to go from. So we don't need this hole anymore, but I'm just gonna leave it there in case I want to replace the handlebar again for the stock one. So I'm gonna place the other bolt as well. Okay, so an important things, do not tighten one of the bolts until the other one is installed as well. So I'm gonna place the washer here, then the bolt, the underneath washer. You can see this is the correct way of installing this washer underneath. And then I'm gonna place the nut here like that. Also guys, if you are interested in seeing some more crazy mods for the Dukes, for the KTM Dukes, you might as well consider subscribing to my channel, because I've got some more crazy mods planned for this bike. So if you guys are interested, you might as well hit the bell icon. I'm so sorry I'm not as good as Motonosity in telling you guys about installing things on my bike yet, but I am going to get more and more professional as I make more and more videos, right? So I guess this is something you guys have to bear. Okay, let me just get it done. And now you can tighten the bolt as the other one is installed as well. Be sure to tighten it completely, as if you leave it loose, the instrument cluster is going to wiggle everywhere. So yeah, just do your part correctly and everything will be nice and good. You won't have any problems. Hey, so you guys have been asking me about installing this type of handlebar in other bikes as well, specifically the Duke 200, and I don't really think that the Duke 200 can have this handlebar, as the fairing is going to interfere too much, and I don't think you'll be able to even lock the handlebar of your bike if you install this on the 200. If it wasn't for the fairing on this Duke, that's why we have to cut the fairing, right, to make it work. Okay, so the instrument cluster is fixed. I'm gonna check everything is nice and good. Yeah, it's working. I'm gonna reinstall the headlight. Here I've got some wiring issues going on. I'm just gonna shove it all in there and place the headlight here. Be sure to move the clutch cable above the headlight and not behind, as it is going to I don't know what to say, man. I don't know. I'm blank. I'm completely blank here. I can't talk anymore. This is probably the day I have talked the most ever since the lockdown has engaged, and I'm doing all of this just for you guys. You're not my subscribers, you know, you're my family. This is not my YouTube channel, this is your YouTube channel. I'm just your host doing some things to my bike and showing off to you guys. I'm just making my own bike as a project bike for you guys, so that you guys can try out different mods yourself on your bike if it works on my bike first. Just gonna tighten the bolt here, make sure you don't leave it loose. Okay, and one more thing, as you are lowering the suspension of your bike, your headlight is becoming closer to the front fender, which may break the headlight if you guys make your bike jump too much, or you like to fly on the breakers. You know what I mean? Okay, so at this point the handlebar is completely installed. Just gonna make sure everything works out. So the one thing left is to tighten the levers here. So there is an issue with the fuel reservoir, as it can touch the right hand side front indicators, so you need to pay special attention to that. And once you've done that, I think that is the perfect place for your lever to be, by the way, when your fuel reservoir is just underneath the turn signal. So I'm gonna tighten the lever now, brake lever actually. And one more thing, you cannot place the lever on the same place it was before you install. As stock, it should be right here at somewhere at here, but it is not, because this turn signal is going to interfere with the fuel reservoir. So I had to place it a little bit on the right hand side, and therefore I had to cut the lever here. You can see it is a little bit shorter on the right side. That's why it's perfectly aligned with the handlebar. Otherwise it would have been somewhere here, I don't know. So that's another thing to cut. Lever is tight enough, and once you've done that lever, you can just align both levers and see if they are on the same angle. Once you've seen that, just tighten the bolt of this lever as well. Leave it a little bit loose that you can adjust it later, just by bare hands, just with your bare hands, sorry. Okay, I think everything is aligned properly, everything looks good. And now if you have got lever guards, it would be a perfect time to install them. So I'm gonna do just that. Lever guards are aligned. It is pretty much perfect. A little bit upwards. Yeah, it's good. Okay, so now the handlebar is completely installed and it looks insane. It looks amazing. Just look at it, man. Wow. And it does not only look good, it performs good as well. Let's make sure everything is working perfectly. DRLs, meter, turn signals, yes. It does start. Now you can go outside and ride and have a feel for that. And let me know in the comment section what you think about this handlebar. Are you going to install this handlebar on your DuKe? Are you willing to cut the fairing? Are you willing to sacrifice the fairing of your bike for this mod? All of that stuff regarding this handlebar. Okay, so this was it for this video. See you guys around next time.